are in for a it's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
So how to do it? You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
All right, look, you've had your chances to hit that off-speed stuff, but now you're getting the fastball at 94. And that wound up finally doing the trick.
Gerard Dyson is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And he struck him out, so it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More opening day baseball coming up following this. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Kelvin Herrera will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Now in the box, Jason Hayward. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball, so let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
And it looks like Joakim Soria is going to start to loosen up in the Kansas City bullpen. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And a perfect start to the 7th as this should be extra bases. And he will check in with his first extra base hit of the year. It's a double.
Well, this ball is rifled down that left field line. It wasn't fair by much. You'll see it just to the right of the chalk, and he's going to hustle himself up to second with a hard hit double.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Kane. 1 away. Anthony Rizzo will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First pitch on its way. And now the runner's trying for third. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
And if I didn't know any better, I'd think this was the 27 Yankees up there. Now that's 16 runs they've pushed across so far in my scorebook. Well, it's starting to look like one big ink spot.
Chris Bryant steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
And there he goes towards second. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left, his second of the game as the blowout continues.
You want to talk about an offensive explosion? That's 6 home runs as a team so far. I mean, you might get that once a season. The whole lineup's been absolutely dialed in.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll look at a fastball in there on the...
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Wow. He fouled off 4 straight 0-2 pitches before he finally found a pitch he could do something with. That is as good an at-bat as you're going to see.
In is Jorge Soler. As he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, this looks like one of those swings where it was just a flat-out guess. This is not one of those guys where you can sit off speed and then just react to the fastball. You're not going to just react to 98. But give him credit however he did it. He put a good swing on that ball.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Runners are at first and second with one away. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Ready with the 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 home. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. And boy, what a battle brewing here as he fouls yet another pitch into the seats. Still stuck on 0-2. This is lifted out to left. Gordon has it in his tracks, and he makes the catch for the second out. Addison Russell gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Gordon going back, and this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Talk about everybody having hits. Jeez. I think everybody in this lineup is going to have a home run before this one's done. That's 7 home runs as a team.
Up next for the Cubs, catcher.
Here's the catcher now. First pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Hard hit towards center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about time in the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement, and then when it comes again, now he knows how to handle it.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Time to play pitching coach. What's he doing wrong?
It's more of a question of what's he doing right. It ain't much.
Here comes the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. This is line to left. Gordon is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Cubs are on top, 21-1. Kendrys Morales will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Lester gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
Lorenzo Cain will stand in here, 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
Well, you could see this building even from the first couple of innings. He still has not allowed a hit, and I think he'll certainly have enough to go the distance if so required.
Alex Gordon will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1 strike.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
ground ball right side. Zobrist is able to get there, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. KC down in order, and as you can see, they are way behind. Joaquin Soria will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Ben Zobrist will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both a southpaw and a right-hander get loose. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. The 0-1. High and deep to straightaway right. Dyson ranging back. Still ranging back. But he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ballgame.
Well, I got to tell you, that's not the way you're hoping to make an entrance into this ball game. First batter he faces, and bang. This ball just about leaves the yard, winds up hitting off the outfield wall, and now he's going to have to deal with a runner on second base.
Anthony Rizzo steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here.
Well, he's just stroking it, Matt. I was watching him earlier in batting practice, and he looked good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good.
From the stretch. Good fastball there from Soria. It's 0-1. For Zobrist, the double was his 3rd of the season here in this first month. The 0-1 on its way. High and deep to going back on it. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his 2nd of the game, as this lead got even wider.
Kind of a gift in location, and this is the wrong guy to be giving gifts to. I mean, you see the location on show track, way too much of the plate there. You're not going to get away with that too many times. That's for sure.
Chris Bryant stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Here it comes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Another one sent foul. No outs, nobody on. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, this is how you got to do it in this league. If you give up a 2-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. He's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Kyle Schwarber is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
High and deep to right. Dyson racing back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the blowout continues.
And that's the thing about this game. Every pitch tells a different story. I mean, here, this guy, he looks absolutely foolish on the pitch before. So what does he do one pitch later? Takes it right over the wall. Oh, what an adjustment.
The batter, the designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
In is Jorge Soler as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Now the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gordon waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Dexter Fowler is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. He's set and the pitch. Fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Heading for second now is Fowler. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Addison Russell steps to the plate here, working on a 5 RBI game. Quite a performance we're seeing from him in this one.
Just posting some gaudy numbers in this one, Matt. One to remember for sure.
Oh, and he leaves another one over the plate, and this ball's driven to left. And for the third time tonight, he has served up a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His third home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Boy, have a night. His third home run of the ball game. I mean, he's absolutely brimming with confidence at the plate. Been a joy to watch so far.
Now batting, catcher, Miguel
Here's the
Montero.
catcher now, Miguel Montero. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Kane is after it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Yearly bat around here is 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. Salvador Perez will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And just another outstanding pitch right there. And it's not easy to do with so much on the line here in the 8th inning. But he's now down to his final 5 outs.
Mike Moustakas will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Well, because of his strong play in both of the 2014 and 15 postseasons, some might forget that as recently as 2014, he was splitting time between the big leagues and AAA. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 big outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into sight.
Alcides Escobar will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
I like how he's approaching things. So he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
Hit to first. Rizzo is there. And he is called out at first on a close play, as he just does get to the bag first, and the side is retired. So he's through 8 innings now, and he'll sit to prepare for one last hurrah. 9th inning coming up. The Cubs lead this one 26-1. Scott Alexander will come on now in a mop-up role, as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Alexander.
Jason Hayward stands into the box, 2 for 6 thus far. Smoked on the ground left side. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the 9th.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start an at-bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. This is skied out toward right. Dyson is over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Anthony Rizzo is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his 2nd home run of the game, as he dearly loved to make it 3 right here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. A bare hand for 1. On to Hosmer, a double play, and the inning is over. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. Cubs lead it 26-1. Omar Infante will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Heading out toward shallow right. Hayward over to his left. And that's the first out of the inning.
Oh, and that's a big first out. And it's nice to get that first one out of the way. He's not home yet, though. Still 2 big outs to get through before it's celebration time.
Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fouled back. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swinging a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Bryant is there, and there are 2 men gone now. Gerard Dyson will dig in now as perhaps the final man to stand in the way of possible history here tonight.
Yep, 1 more out, and he's going to be in the record books forever. Now, you got to control your emotions and focus right here.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. On the verge of a no-hitter, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's got it. A no-hitter.
Well, he's down there getting swarmed by his teammates right now, and he deserves it. Truly one of the best pitching performances that I've ever witnessed, and he puts his name into the record books with that no-hitter.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 26-1. Good night from Kansas City.
The winning pitcher is John.